Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is June 4th, 2025. It is a Wednesday. It's been a day so far, so I woke up at 7:30. I had a goal to wake up at 9:30, and I ended up just waking up earlier because Skips was bugging me, and I was just like, okay, bro, I'm getting up. So, yeah. So, played some video games, rested, cuddled with Anna, and then our cat got to go to the vet. They're going to give him a shave. He gets like a seasonal shave when it starts warming up. And so he's getting like a lion shave, they called it. So he's gonna be like super cute for the next few days. It's gonna be so funny. But yeah. And then I uploaded my channel videos. Yeah, I'm up to the 15th, so I'm good till the 12th, so 8 days. And then I have more to edit and more to upload, so that'll be awesome. And then yeah, all the goals for today: brush teeth, morning video log. I have a therapy appointment at noon, and then clean the cat water, fill the cat water. And like the filter needs changed out and stuff. And then I need to vacuum the office, vacuum the living room, wash the towels. They're in the wash right now. I probably need to switch them over. Upload the videos, take a shower, and then do a recovery video log for Monday and Tuesday. I wrote the descriptions for the videos for Monday and Tuesday, so I like already know exactly what I did, what I'm gonna talk about. So that makes my life a little easier. And then yeah, I'm excited for the day. We work at 4, so I'm hoping I'm able to get all my stuff done. Right now, it's looking to be almost 11, so I'm hoping to get all my stuff done as far as recovery video logs go before my therapy appointment, so that'll be pretty nice. And then definitely need to shower and then put my hair up, and I don't know what we're doing for food. I'm like not hungry at all right now because I took my Ritalin, so yeah, I went outside and watered the beans earlier, and then I uploaded videos, and that's pretty much been the whole day, honestly. It's been pretty solid. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get on it. I have a couple daily thoughts I'm gonna yap about in the previous video log, so I know I'm gonna need time for it. So, anyways, I will see you all this evening. I hope you have a good day.
One eternity later.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Today is the tail end of Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. It was Wednesday. I already said that. That's crazy. Woke up super early this morning, so I'm exhausted right now. Woke up at 7:30. Goal was to go 9:30. Crushed it. Let's go. I stayed in bed for a little while, and then I got up, came in here, played some video games, uploaded my YouTube videos at the same time. I think I have 2 more to upload, and then went outside and watered the beans, and then came inside, did more of that. Had my psychiatry appointment at noon. It was actually really cool. We talked about life, politics, and like the male and female dynamic in conversations, and he recommended me a good book that I should read about like how to communicate more effectively, like be a more empathetic and understanding person. I was like, dude, sick. That'd be awesome. And then went and got food with Ava. We went to a restaurant in town that serves soup. So we got a bunch of soup. We got like 2 like half gallons of soup. I like crushed a bunch of potato soup. It was so good. And then while we were eating, we watched an episode of The Originals. And then I got to play like 20 minutes of video games before work. Work was actually really calm. I had a few like interesting interactions, I would say. The first table that Ava got was like super weird, like super weird, and just like off. And so she like had me take them just because I'm better at dealing with that. And they were apparently just super tired. They got up like 5 in the morning, and I was like, man, it took me like $8 or something like that. But yeah, a lot of cash tips. It was really strange. I was like, I think I made like $6 in cash like 3 times in a row, and I was just like, hello. Anyways, yeah, couple Circa was complaining about regulars, and I was like, bro, there might just be like people like that. And then this dude came in, and he always gets the same thing, just the same thing every time, and he always just like, are you sure it's $16? I think it's supposed to be 12. He's just old and like mentally declining, and we have complained about him consistently. It's like, dude, that dude's just weird. Like, what's the price? Usually ain't that much. Are you sure you ordered the right thing? Let me just tell me what I got again. Dude, we just said it. Okay, but it's that one, right? I just said that back to you after you requested. And so I don't care about that. My complaint with him is we were out sightseeing this crazy house we have here in town, and we go into this cul-de-sac and start spinning around. He's out there watering his flowers out front. This dude has got to be 90. He is living in like a massive home. Like think like maybe 2/3 mansion size. Massive home. I'm sitting there just like, dude. When I say like mental declination, like struggles to function in society. I can't believe he drives. I'm sure he's ex-military. That is completely random. He doesn't wear any military gear. I would say he's ex-military or ex-business. I can't believe he lives in a home. I'm like, bro, massive house. Something about that just isn't right. Like, something about that in society bothers me at a fundamental level. Like, it is crazy to me that there are so many old people hoarding so many things in society, hoarding so many assets like that, to the point that there is no chance for my generation to even get a say. And so I'm like, is that normal? Is that normal in a society that's disconnected across generations? That you have people who are like solely focused on like what their children are going to inherit. Like, is that normal? To look out and see people who are poor and go, oh, those guys need to work harder. Like, dude, if I ever get to that point, send me this video. Like, clip me, bro. That's crazy. If I ever get to the point where I'm hoarding wealth, that's absurd. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But yeah, that was just bugging me, and that dude was just. But anyways, all the goals for the day were brush teeth, morning video log, therapy appointment at noon, talk about stuff with the psychiatrist, clean the cat water, fill the cat water, vacuum the office, vacuum the living room. Didn't do any of those unfortunately. I'll have to get it tomorrow. Wash the towels, which I did do. Upload videos, I did do. Shower, did not do. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. And then wake up at 9:30, recovery for Monday, and recovery video log for Tuesday. I did the one for Monday. I haven't done the one for Tuesday yet. I have the. I just popped my hand. That's crazy. I have the description written, so that'll be nice. I was like, I already know what I'm gonna say in it and what daily thought I'm gonna share. Someone had commented on one of my freaking video logs and was just like, "You need to practice taking a breath, my guy." And I'm just like, dude, this is how I talk. Like, this is genuinely how I speak. I have 40 years of learning to speak in, like, the political way. Like, we made 100,000 solar panels, more than any American history. We're the biggest state for nuclear. Like, I have 40 years to learn how to speak like a politician. Let me speak like a 21-year-old for a little while, okay? Let me be excited about things. Let me be passionate. Maybe I forget to breathe sometimes. Hey, I'm human, okay? I just thought it was funny. They were like, practice taking a breath. And I was like, I've been doing that for 20 years, bro. I think I know how to breathe. I still struggle sometimes, though. Sometimes. But anyways, daily thought today will probably be pretty short, I hope. But daily thought is about, I keep watching, like, press secretary, what's her name, like, Catherine Leavitt or something. Caroline Levitt? Something like that. She is so weird. She gives off, like, predatory foster mom vibes. Not any, like, weird touching predatory. Like, murder you and eat you in chili predatory vibes. Like, she gives off weird vibes, okay? That aside, personal anecdotes aside, I really dislike the fact that America has become a society where we're asking the press secretary, how does Donald Trump feel about this? How does he feel about what Elon Musk said? How does he feel about how tariffs are being received? How does he feel about Amazon? How does he feel about Walmart? How does he feel about... It doesn't fucking matter how he feels, dude. I cannot express this enough. It genuinely does not matter how he feels. He has a responsibility to uphold. How he feels is not on the top 10 priority list. How he feels is not in the top 100 priority list. When I think about, like, the strain of being a president, I think about, like, the before photo and after photo of President Barack Obama. Night and day, dude. He went from 35 to 65. Let me actually pull up before and after Barack Obama presidency. Perfect. Let me get accurate ages. He went from, okay, literally he didn't get that much older. Is that literally? That's literally it. Okay. He didn't get that much older. But that's what I think about. Like, that's the dichotomy I think about when I think of, like, presidents, alright? When you think about the stress that the president has to undergo for, he obviously did for 2 terms, Trump's going for 2 terms, thank God Biden only had 1 term, right? Too old. And I just, like, it is so crazy to me that anyone thinks it matters how he feels. Like, that is such an infantile mindset. That is such an ignorant thought process. Hey, man, let's ask how the actual leader of the country feels. That is such an authoritarian dictator mindset. Like, we're already there, dude. We are already in the fascist mindset of how does the leader feel? How does our supreme leader feel today? How does he feel about certain things? Like, bro, it is literally a vibe-based economy. How does he feel about this? It doesn't fucking matter how the president of the United States feels. And truly, I'm speaking as someone who's planning on being a president in the future. It does not matter when there are things that need to be addressed, problems that need to be solved, issues that need to be ordered, like things that need to be secured. There's a million things he needs to do on a day-to-day basis. How he feels, or how we speculate him feeling, how I want to say her name is Caroline Levitt, but don't quote me on that this time. I want to say however she speculates him feeling does not matter, and I wish that the press would take their job more seriously. And I know that there's a lot of, I don't want to say, I know there's a lot of planted journalists. I know that there's a lot of journalists that are specifically there as propaganda tools. That's not abnormal. I will have journalists there who are pro me. That's normal. That's normal propaganda. Propaganda is fine in a country. That's fine. If they're not asking good questions, why are they in the room? It doesn't matter. If I ever go up on stage and they go, you know, man, how do you feel about China? How do I feel about it? I hadn't thought of it until you asked. Like, what do you mean, how do I feel about it? Like, how do I feel today? Like, I kind of need to go to the bathroom. I'm kind of nervous on stage. Like, I don't know what questions you guys are going to ask me. They didn't, like, brief me on this. That's literally all I'm feeling right now. What do you mean feel about China? Like, give me a deeper question. Now, how do you feel about the richest man in the world saying this? I feel like I need to tax him more. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. He's the richest man in the world. Doesn't need all that wealth. It can be redistributed throughout society. It is so ridiculous. How would the president feel? It does not matter how he feels. That's it. That's just it. As a man, as a human, I would say, when you're in a very critical and strong leadership position, you have to put how you feel aside. You have to make people understand how you feel doesn't matter. And I think the only president we've had who truly, on paper, followed that is George Washington. He's the first one, dude. The first president. The only one who is nonpartisan. Nonpartisan. He didn't align with a political party. He genuinely felt having opposing political parties is net negative for the country. And look how it's turned out. But he also didn't agree with a lot of the things either political party at the time, which were the Republicans, or the equivalent of the Republicans, and the Federalists, they both put bills in front of him that he signed into effect that he didn't necessarily agree with. He said multiple times a bill would come on his desk, and he didn't necessarily believe that it was like a good thing, and he'd sign it into effect because it's what people wanted. That was a president, dude. That was a president. That's a president. And, I mean, he's the guy who's, like, on stage going, you know, like, we're going to win the revolution, we're going to take back our land, we're going to do this. And then he goes to his journal and goes, we are cooked. We are done. We don't stand a chance. People think I'm smarter than I am. I don't know what I'm doing. Life sucks. Life's hard. I can't sleep. And go up on stage the next day. We're gonna get it. We're gonna go after it. We're gonna get it. Same night, same journal. I cannot believe I survived today. Like, that's the man who genuinely put aside how he felt for the betterment of the nation. And now we're 250 years later. So tell me, how does Big Daddy Don and Jay feel about this? It doesn't matter. And that's all I'll say on that. So I'm gonna head to bed. I'm so tired. I hope you all had a wonderful night. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Have a good one.